I want to bring you back to southern Colorado and meteorologist Alan Rose.
And Bree, but my big question is, does AI have personality?
No, but I've heard it can diagnose medical things a lot quicker just recently. There's just some scary stuff out there.
Okay, so not as fun as you and I, but maybe smarter.
They're not replacing us, Alan. Come on.
Exactly. Come on. All right, let's talk about the weather forecast. I'm going to deliver it with a touch of personality this morning as well. We have 40s and 50s here in the Pikes Peak region. The cool spot, Cripple Creek, 38 degrees. The Springs Airport checking in the lower 50s. Pueblo at 52. We have a mix of 40s and 50s out east. The temperatures uniformly cool this morning, and in some spots we have some very dense fog. It continues to kind of roll in waves. You'll see it lift a bit, and then it sort of deepens and lowers back towards the surface again. All these areas shaded in gray: El Paso County, the I-25 corridor down to the Pueblo, and the Highway 50 corridor into the Eastern Plains under this dense fog advisory until at least 8 a.m. And we have seen some of those live cams throughout the morning hours showing visibility in some spots only a couple of hundred yards. So we want you to be extra careful today. If you encounter that dense fog, make sure you're slowing down, giving yourself plenty of distance between you and the car ahead of you. Now, looking at the big picture, big trough of low pressure moving back towards the west coast. That'll influence us later in the week, but right now most of the storm energy down to the south. Now, we do have a bit of a southwest flow influence in southern Colorado, and that will allow for some of those storms to develop once again in the mountains. Where? Well, I think it's going to be wettest today west of the Continental Divide. Take a look at the San Juans. The La Garritas could be quite stormy this afternoon, as well as parts of the San Luis Valley. That part of the state could really use some rain. Overall, most of the rain and snow showers today will favor the mountains and mountain valleys, but as things move east, we could see a few spotty showers and storms here reach parts of I-25, probably better developed down south, but can't rule out something developing through this evening as well into the Pikes Peak region, Fremont County, Pueblo County as well. But overall, storm chances much lower than what we saw yesterday during that September soaker. They do begin to rise a bit on Wednesday, but still favor mountain areas to our west. And then our next cold front arrives as we make our way into Thursday and Friday. Your highs on Tuesday with some more sunshine to play with. They're going to jump up about 4 to 7 degrees from what we saw yesterday. That'll bring us back into the high 60s in the Springs. Mid 60s expected for our friends up towards Palmer Lake and Monument. Take a look at that super 7-day forecast. The warm-up continues and peaks on Wednesday. Then as that cold front arrives on Thursday, some big changes once again in the form of a late week cool down and another round of widespread rain and thunderstorms. I think developing through the day on Thursday, and it could continue once again through the overnight hours and into part of the day on Friday as well. Then just in time for the weekend, looks like dry skies and warmer temperatures return. For Pueblo, I've got 70s through the end of the week, 77 Saturday, beautiful day to start the weekend, then back to the 80s from Sunday to Monday. Canyon City will see 70s this afternoon, again Wednesday and Thursday in the 70s, down to the 60s Friday with some 80s by the end of the weekend. Woodland Park, pretty cool start to the super 7-day period, stormy as well over the next several days, drying out though as we head towards the weekend.